God now? What are you...
God now, God now, God now, God now, God now.
Hi. I'll take my chances. He's got my girl.
Eyes up here, buddy.
No way.
Even Vanilla Ice didn't play this long in the Turtles movie. Quite possibly my favorite vampire movie of all time.
But it wasn't always so.
And that's a hard sell, man. I mean...
How did you do it?
What should I tell you? It's in my power.
Games that want to get out?
It felt more like Brad Pitt putting on a performance of a crazy person than Brad Pitt as a crazy person.
I did my part.
That's just to me, and I can't tell you why. I think a second viewing might change my opinion on that. Maybe he was so good at it that I couldn't, you know, separate the performance from the actor.
It's a condition of mental divergence.
I gotta watch this movie again. I have to watch this movie again. I just think this movie was really well made, and it had a few flaws in it. And that's okay.
None of us remember that.
What a forgettable mess.
Can you remember this?
No.
I don't mean to be harsh on it, but
You're overreacting.
The cold, can you feel it? Now, can you feel it?
what I don't understand is how Sam Raimi, who made Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness, could recreate this movie and not make it amazing.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Kurt Russell's character might have been a little bit moody.
Yeah, I think so.
Rolling vengeance.
Huge monster trucks tearing ass all night long.
I don't think that guy's very funny.
Yeah, it's like he tries to talk really fast so you won't notice that he's not very funny.
But one thing's for sure, Robin Williams has an unmistakable style.
Good morning, Vietnam!
You know, Wesley Snipes was on point, swinging his fists around. He was very methodical with his movements.
Very methodical when I slaughter them.
Never been a big Kevin Bacon fan.
That's great.
Never saw Footloose all the way through. I've seen scenes of it, but Footloose isn't necessarily my kind of movie.
Leaping and dancing.
That said, God, he was phenomenal in this.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess you don't really expect a movie like this to have such a horror element to it. When you look at this cover, you know, it totally screams science fiction, spaceships, and
Mama bear and baby bear.
Mama bear.
Your death will be a tale to frighten children. Come with me and be immortal.
that's the psychological aspect of it that really draws me in. It's very Stephen King-y.
I just wanted someone to do Stephen King right.
Seeing Wesley Snipes running all over the place, batshit crazy, was very strange.
Stop it!
This movie's just a strange experience all over. It's mesmerizing to watch. Honestly, this would have made a crazy-ass asthma awareness ad in the 90s.
It's a targeted medicine proven to help prevent severe asthma attacks and lower oral steroid use. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens.
Hi, nice to meet you, kids.
This woman looks like Carol Goldsmith on WYFF.
Hi, nice to meet you, kids.
We're in the middle of a machine, powered by the dead.
It seems like every time they needed to pad out parts of the movie, or there wasn't enough screen time, they're like, just show the gears. And it's always like, whoa, weird shit's going on. Doors are opening, glass things is writing. Whoa! The fuck?
Said she was busy.
Damn, I wish we had a practical effects budget. I'm honestly flabbergasted at how we've come to this point. I'm speechless as to anything witty to say. I'm disinterested in even finishing the movie at this point. I need a nap. It's so utterly bad, I need a fucking nap. It's tired me out. This music reminds me of Lucy the Axe that Woody carries in Don't Starve.
You gotta be kidding me. That's like the Scream Up a Haunted House Sounds Volume 1. Lame.
1970s ass chair and shoddy lighting. This is like the smallest set ever. What did they shoot this in? A closet? Music by The Game. You know, this VHS did teach me something. It taught me how to do crack. I'm fucking 36 years old. I don't think to this day I've ever actually knew how to smoke crack. But I do now.
This is crack, and this is what you smoke it in.
Just fucking kill me now. We find our unknown photographer going over the pictures he has taken of all these women, and right after, we find Emma jogging at the safest hour possible. He shot a fucking blow dart at her. What is this, Jungle to Jungle?
My diamond ring? You know where it is?
A bunch of bullshit. Hey David, where's my guitar pick?
Are you in a lot of pain?
Oh, Paula, I've been dead since Christmas, but no one notices. They're just torturing me with the machines we put in when I was running this place.
Has there ever been a good dubbing of anything?
The crane, the stag, the horse, the tiger, the bat, the rat, the monkey, the beetle.
Feeling threatened, Stoner Boy whips up a bomb out of all the shit laying around the van. What a completely different world we live in today. You can't just ride around with a bunch of shit in your van that you could make a bomb out of. Like really, what the hell is that gonna do? Unless you put it close enough to the van, because where else would anyone try to get into out here? They ain't breaking into the open air.
What, it won't kill them?
Well, maybe they're standing right in the explosives.
See, she even understands. In this silhouette down here, you know? I know you know which one, but just in case, that one right there, you know? What is he, Johnny Cash or some shit? Delia's gone. How do I feel about the second one? I can't believe it's as entertaining as it is, in all honesty.
Hell is more ordered since your time, princess.
Pinhead just does not sound and act and look like Pinhead.
And much less amusing.
Welcome to hell.
This movie sucks. I guess the Cenobite sluts were cool. That's a cool sentence. I've decided to recycle parts of my review from the last movie into this movie. Because it's the same fucking thing.
Welcome to the worst nightmare of all.
This movie sucks. I swear to God, I feel the exact same about this movie right now as I did 20 years ago. Long, boring, uninteresting. I'm still watching it. I'm still watching it right now. I'm so fucking... Like, look! Look! I think the best part about this is the whole... And really all they did was reactivate the monster. That's fucking awesome.
What a rush! I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Oh my God, was that as funny to you as it was to me?
One nation under God.
I've never in my life laughed at a flag joke.
And justice for all.
Back home, his lady is getting off in the shower because she's feeling unsatisfied. I just gotta say, this is an odd angle this movie has chosen to take. Losing his dick is like such a big part of the plot, so much so, they had a masturbation scene with his wife in the shower, and he gets all pissed off that he can't deliver to her what she needs anymore and starts destroying shit in the other room.
Damn it!
We get some more backstory from Shane's perspective, which isn't anything particularly amazing, but Eric Mabius is a solid actor, at least in this role for sure. Now, out of curiosity, I IMDb'd this bastard, and my jaw about dropped to the floor when I found out he played Dean Hess in The OC.
Thanks for the trip down memory lane.
Some of you just went, why the fuck is Michael talking about The OC? Well, that's for another video.
This is my lucky day.
Heading through the thick of the trees and stalks, I gotta say here, the graphics of this guy are quite bad. They look like something out of the second Mortal Kombat movie. That's Snow White.
Well, yes.
Look, I don't mean to be mean here at all, but the first thing I thought of when I saw this was, Nah. Not that one. Nah. That's it. Does that even work? Now suddenly the movie just dips way down in the mystique factor for me as we just cut to the narrator and she's just sitting there in her chair delivering the story to us.
Yes, you've heard that before, haven't you?
Honestly, what the hell do you think this looks like from the other angle? Like, what is she talking to?
Not a pleasant thought, is it? Being ground up alive.
I am dead fucking serious.
Somebody conceived this in script form. That they would drive the car out onto the field because the game is so boring. And as the quarterback throws the ball, John intercepts it. I just kind of love it because it's so fucking absurd. Well, that's it. Game over. We only have one ball. Robert Patrick, Josh Hartnett, Salma Hayek, Jon Stewart, that chick from Heroes, and many other famous faces in this odd supernatural alien thriller. Elijah Wood?
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna be Frodo one day, then you'll respect me.
Shooter McGavin? I'm starting to love this movie. Why is Usher in this?
Maybe if I shrug my shoulders and move around my hands like this, maybe people will think I know what I'm talking about.
It's just standing right on top of it. Why didn't somebody tell me in 2000 that this movie knew how to have fun? So you wanna be a horror movie star and live large? Ouija board, your tarot cards, you're in charge. Growing up in the world, don't trust nobody to direct. I guess I'll review it. I'm not even sure if it's indulgence or just overkill at this point. It's overkill, damn it. It never feels like the characters are spewing filler dialogue. It feels like genuine personality and thought went into not only the performances, but the writing of these characters' lines as well.
Hey, sorry about that thing with the shovel.
Yeah, I was a little bitter about the whole getting killed by my best friend thing, but I've had time to get over it.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of these lines were ad-libbed, honestly.
Duh.
As a reprogrammed T-101 sent from the future, my mission is simple. Watch Terminator 3.
You're fighting it right now.
Survive watching Terminator 3.
The pure adrenaline-filled moments of brutality maintain a real respect, love, and appreciation of not only the sport, but both winners and losers themselves as people. My problem comes in with the very back of Josh and Sam. The first two words on the back of this are, Home Alone. Meets Thelma and Louise. Like,
Come on, get me.
while we're still processing that little nugget, the movie cuts back to Angela, really Peter, and she has a penis. That's it. No big deal in today's social justice warrior, multiple gendered sexual liberation movement, or whatever the fuck was going on out there. But back in the day when people didn't argue over stupid shit like that, it just made horror movies. And one of those horror movies happened to have a killer who was really a chick with a dick. Pretty ballsy of a story in 1983. The most unlikely of things happened, which I don't even care how unbelievable it is anymore, damn it. I love Rick Moranis, I love Ed O'Neill, and I love the Little Giants. I love Devin Sawa. I think I love John Madden. Football! Finding not only his shirt missing, his underwear is gone too. And when they discover where it ended up, there's really only one thing you can do in a situation like this.
I suggest you stand at attention, click your heels, and salute your shorts.
And look, if that's not enough, how would you, as a warlock, kill a man? Bubbles Norman Osborn. Seriously, look at this dude. He definitely fathered Bubbles and the Green Goblin. That much I know. He pulls over inside a warehouse and busts the doors open to pull Jack out, and we get our first look at his disfigured face. I totally dig it. Back at the reform school, Viking and Tweety make a visit upstairs to the kid's cell who bought the knife. Ain't no easy way to put this.
Which wheel? Wheel now. Wheel.
Casual as you could possibly be, he's just speeding through stop signs, running red lights, and nearly killing them all after getting distracted by a chick in the next lane. All while his sister and that other chick just sit there like they popped a bunch of pills or something.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Damn! 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 Still better than what happened in Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Oh! Hold him down, baby! Let Mama have him!
He's got a board with a nail in it!
Even you knew that joke was coming. This movie has a game of keep away with some dude's dick. I just thought you should know what you're getting into with this one. Oh my god, is this Warlock Part 2? Look how glorious those credits are. Hell, it even feels like we're in the same... Oh man, never mind. Clint Howard is in this. Can you imagine him as a warlock? I know Spielberg can frighten me with puppetry and all that, but what I hadn't necessarily seen was Spielberg frighten me on a mental level like so much else of this movie is done. Even though it made me laugh, because it made me think of South Park. It looked like a fucking alien that they always like shove in the background, you know? But this genuinely was a pretty unsettling moment.
So, what are you guys?
Wackos.
And then after that, we get that text card I was telling you about, shoveling a bunch of backstory on the Warrens onto us. Movie, you had 4 minutes to show me all of this. 4 whole minutes. And as Denise is dicking around upstairs, she opens a tiny door on one side of the wall, which has interesting side effects. An ugly CGI devil dog thing and $50. Cool.
Oh.
Gotcha, bitch!
A hand? Did you find a hand?
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Hemmingford home, you ought to be just fine. All right, what to say? Maybe not from Omaha just yet. Even Lincoln.
Okay, seriously, I couldn't understand this guy half the time, but it made the movie really, really awesome. You got the 2 gay dudes.
I need help.
One of which was played by Zachary Quinto. Love me some Siler. You gotta give Mark Duplass credit for this. He was committed.
And I'd make a very good friend.
It makes you suffer a bit of anxiety, in all honesty, and that's what I liked about it. First of all, like morons, almost everyone who gets a shot at art fails at making the most of the situation. They just like poke him one time, or hit him over the head one time with something, and run away. They're just poorly written asshats. It's not like I said assets. No, they're asshats. From that far away, just seeing that thing creep around is frightening enough, but then you kind of realize, wait a minute, that's like 10, 12 feet in the air. That's terrifying.
What did I think?
This movie sucks so hard. Through music, he had a perspective on life, love, and the world that was hardly matched by others, and it came across with such childlike innocence.
I'm so alone, but this is my home.
Recording well over 20 albums in his career, they all shared similar themes of sadness, lost love, and strangely enough, hope.
Everyone is born, but not everyone is born the same.
Shit, you're telling me.
Oh, great, now you... What in the hell?
The wind had come up, and it was pushing the smell of the burning forest toward them. The smoke grew thicker, and Richie became dimly aware that he and Mike were not running alone. The animals were on the move again, fleeing from the smoke, the fire, the death in the fire, running from it.
If in the time that I went to the bathroom and came back you tried to shove in the coming of it to Earth, then I know you've done the movie wrong. Honestly, reboots have always felt ill-conceived to me, lacking the want of someone to truly make something new and great, or even an homage to the original, and instead the crew collectively shit out another half-assed film that banks entirely too much off of brand familiarity alone to milk the average public out of their disposable income. It's a tried and true formula. Further into the movie, when you're in on what's really happening, you think back to this part and have that realization, you know, because they let you put the pieces together, and I think that helps sell it completely. Plus, their fucking death pose was awesome. Even when it starts off and it's using footage from the film, I don't think it could have been more tactfully done. You know, it never felt like they just grabbed some footage from the film and stuck it in there like some of these other movies might do to be like, hey, remember what happened all them years ago?
How does second place feel now, huh?
This shit had a purpose and it had a reason. He's really stuck in that past, so. This dude's lip trembled, so I guess that means that he's a bad guy.
I met a girlfriend, a Trisket. She said a Trisket, a biscuit.
Do I need to take back what I said earlier about the writer knowing how boys thought back then? Like, wasn't this a girl's song?
I'm cool, I'm hot, sock you in the stomach 3 more times.
Whatever. I feel pretty at home in his universe where the normal and mundane lives of people are turned upside down due to outside and often supernatural influences. I don't need all the pieces to a puzzle if the mystery is engaging enough, and I've always found myself deeply enthralled in his storytelling because of his uncanny ability to make me care so deeply about his characters. Thank God someone did it. Click is a surprisingly thought-provoking movie, at least in my eyes, because I wasn't expecting it to hit me so emotionally and leave me in tears. But you call me a pussy if you want, I don't care. I fucking cried back in 2006 when I first saw this movie, and I cried a little bit the other night, along with Audrey.
It's alright to cry. Crying takes the fat out of you.
We're wussies. And it's not even cool like in Oh Brother Where Art Thou, where he was charming and witty and funny.
I don't want pop, goddammit. I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Here he just comes across as a cocky, know-it-all astronaut who loves the sound of his own voice.
Should we be worried?
Well, let's let the boys down there worry for us.
So Blondie's fingernails get pulled off without so much as a twitch. I mean, are these fingers really gonna do nothing? I don't have words, I don't have jokes, I don't have anything because this scene is just so fucking funny on its own. Honks the little horn.
Adam, Miss J.
Miss Hathaway says it best.
It's very you, very macho.
Thank you.
Questions I asked myself after I finished watching Midsommar. Who am I? Did I just have a religious experience? Am I on drugs? Did I just reach nirvana?
We adjure you by the living God, by the true God, by the holy God, who so loved the world.
It's just Nell fucking screaming Bible verses at him in her monotone ass voice. The way she fucking screamed in that other movie, like that Are You Afraid of the Dark kid? All this time, I don't think I've been looking for someone's take on the character, and I don't feel that's what Joaquin Phoenix gave us. Joaquin Phoenix didn't give us a take on the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix is the fucking Joker.
Send in the clowns.
This looks like it's straight out of Evil Dead 2. That is one of the most terrifying utterances of the word run I have ever heard in my life. Man, I bet if we slowed that down, it would be creepy as hell.
You know, there's a lot more like me.
I know I'm not alone in saying that Ed Kemper is probably the best thing about the show.
Do you think so?
What the hell, man? I thought something terrible happened to you. I just...
And it's pretty embarrassing for Evan, who I didn't think could possibly be more embarrassed.
How the fuck do you find this house?
I have the TeenSafe app. It's hooked up to GPS, so I always know where Evan is.
Man, was I wrong. I was so invested in it. I love that this show managed to frighten me at times. I mean, I'm not a complete wuss, but you know what I mean. Mentally get to you. without shoving a ghost into every corner and every room every second of this show. It made the times that we did see the ghosts all the more impressive. It's Jim Varney, you know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
It may not be that everything he says is hilarious.
Going for a second track record tonight. No!
It's just his commitment to his characters is so admirable, and he really took it seriously, even when he was being goofy. Together, Lizzie and Charlotte make the perfection. One of them's the bow, the other one's doing the fretting. Just playing furiously as Anton sits before them, stitched up like some fucking voodoo doll or something. God damn, this movie just had one of the most bizarre endings I've ever seen in my life.
I want to hear you sing my song.
This sucks too, because you could tell they didn't give her anything to gargle with and make it a little more believable.
It's coming back around.
It doesn't sound like her throat is filling with blood, and she's like half-assing it.
It's coming back around.
They didn't have a budget for 2 more tablespoons of corn syrup and some red food dye. They all felt legitimately like I was watching a show shot in the 90s. I loved it.